So hi again, it's Dave Reitzes. I'm here, I'm mixing Luis Miguel's new record, Complices, here at the record plant. And today's the last day. Everything's sounding great, Luis is very happy. And I'm at the stage now where we're going to just make sure everything's perfect, that the whole record runs smooth together. Nothing's too loud or too soft, and everything just sounds beautiful like Luis wants it. It's been a great project. This is the, let's see, this is the 22nd day of mixing. Mixed 14 songs, and it's beautiful. There's 9 ballads and 3 up-tempos, and they're beautiful songs. Great lyrics, although I don't understand them, but I've been given the English interpretations, although they tell me that it just doesn't translate that well because it's beautiful Spanish poetry by Manuel Alejandro. So right now I'm going to take the mixes and listen to them and do a little fine-tuned mastering. The way that I have it set up is I'm able to, at this stage, use either the final mix that I printed, or I can go in and use what's called stems, which is the separate instruments and the separate vocals. So if I want to adjust, you know, the strings in a particular section, I can raise those up or make it enhance the vocal a little bit more. So I have flexibility, total flexibility throughout every stage of the project, and that's shown by this particular session right here. Okay, here I am. I'm going to try and describe how I did my stem mixes here so that everything works out in the song for the final mixing. Okay, as you can see over here, we've got the new final mix. When I have this on output, it's the mix. Now if I switch this to, let's see, if I switch this to input, which we'll see over here, if I switch this to input, it takes the feed from the instrumental now. So we combine the instrumental and the acapella. We cut that, and now we have the instrumental, and that goes to here. That's the full mix over here. We'll wait for the vocal to come back in. Okay, here it comes. Okay, so playback, input, and open up the acapella. Acapella combined with instrumental. Now, these are the stems over here in red. If I go to this track, this new instrumental, I can go to input here, and then now all these stems feed that, which then feeds the main mix. So we can take the drums here, drums, bass, guitar, percussion, piano, pad. These feed this track and also the acapella, and that becomes the mix. Or we can go to tape, and that's the same as the mix. Acapella. Now we have the acapella here. If we put that on input, then that gets its feed from the dry vocal and the vocal effects. Just the vocal effects. Dry vocal. Those combine to here, so I can either have the acapella, which is the wet vocal, or on input takes its feed from here. Again, this combines with either the stems or the instrumental. Now it's the instrumental. Stems, instrumental, and regular mix. Mix, input, that takes from the instrumental, acapella, acapella on input, cut the vocal reverb, dry vocal, wet vocal, back to the acapella. This is the instrumental. This is a new instrumental aux on the same voice. Put that on input, and then that becomes, and then solo, and then at any time, just put the mix back in. Alright, there you go. Okay, we're coming out here. This is some of the tape strips for some of the songs. We have it for the console. It's just the labeling of all the songs. Whoop, they're a little fuzzy there. Let's see if we can get back in focus here. Here we go. And right now I'm going to go out to the room where Luis listens to everything. This is a room where we have another Pro Tools rig for doing any kind of additional stuff that we need to do while I'm still mixing. And then here is the room where Luis does all his critical listening. Set up the live room here for a great listening environment. This is where Luis sits right here. Don't have the candles on today, but this is where it is. He sits here and listens to the mixes right here. This is where all the approval goes. I will work on a mix, make a CD for him, pops it in, listens here out of the Annis 10s, and takes his notes. He usually takes a lyric sheet and a red pen and makes any little changes that he needs to have done, and I'll do it and make him another CD. This is little leftovers from the project. This is Luis's wine. Haven't tasted it yet, but I hear it's really good. And this is what it looks like from out here. The vibe in there. And then this is where Luis does his vocals. We don't have the mic set up today, but this is it. This is where he sings. This is where it all happens. This is where all the magic happens. And